Hello traders, welcome to the Friday trade recap and forecast, starting with the usual euro and the US dollar. So let's analyze the pair. I'm seeing an ascending structure right here. Ascending channel. We know on the euro pairs we can get an ascending channel and then impulse in the same direction. So basically impulse to the upside, which is exactly what happened. So at this point we got an impulse up. And I was looking to get in on a nice entry pattern, on a nice buy entry pattern. But then what happened? Well, we got an aggressive retrace. First we got a large wick, then we got aggressive retrace. So this part by itself makes the trade low probability for me and makes me stay out of any trades, to be honest. Only thing that I can tolerate is if we get like a larger range here with smaller candles, and then we just kind of break and retrace and create a flag. So yeah, that did not happen. Instead, this would have been the flag, so it doesn't really fit my plan at all. Also, maybe some people got in on the break and the retest. For me, I did not, so this would have been the level. I just did not want to get in on that sort of price action. Would I still be in the trade? Let's see. People still be in, so people would still be in this buy trade. But for me personally, yeah, I just did not want to get in on this type of a setup, as I saw a momentum shift here, as I saw this starting to push up, get really close to the high and then reverse, so that was not really a good sign for me personally. What I'm looking for on this pair is I'm looking to see, well, I'm looking for a large break to the upside or to the downside. Of course, we're stuck between the most recent low and the most recent high. This is still the most recent high, 262. This one is 257. So yeah, I'm expecting, to be honest, for the next week, as today is almost ending, I'm trading until 5 p.m. London time, which will soon be here. So I'm expecting a range, but I would like to see a large impulse down, then an entry pattern, or a large impulse up, and then an entry pattern to buy. So being more patient with EU. Then we come to EJ. Let's see what EJ has been doing. To be honest, EJ is ascending here for me personally. So looking at the prior price action, I did have an pending order on here, right at this level, 12 pip stop loss. Or yeah, 12 pip stop loss. Why? Well, because I was seeing the overall uptrend. Push up, pull back, push, pull back, push. Breakup of structure, but then kind of descending, and we grab the liquidity. Reverse, one candle pullback, we continue. Strong momentum, nice clean close. So what's going for the trade? Well, the overall uptrend and momentum, one candle pullback, and we continue. I was happy to have an order on. Next candle printed a wick, my order was then removed, and then we just kind of started to ascend. As you can see, we broke the high, large wick, aggressive retrace. So to me, this is now starting to possibly ascend on the top. After getting an ascending channel, I do expect the price to reverse in the opposite direction. So I would not be surprised if we get something like this and then reverse, in which case I will look to sell on these legs right here. I would look to sell on the legs. Also, what can happen, we can get an impulse to the upside. As I said, on the euro pairs, after an ascending, we can impulse to the upside. If that does happen, I'll look to buy. But most likely next week, Monday and Tuesday, predominantly range bound days, we will get a larger flat range, most likely. You never know, but that's what I can expect because of this aggressive retrace. So basically we pushed up, large wick, aggressive retrace. When you see that, we usually get a range or a complete reversal. And looks like the range is starting. Okay, Aussie US dollar, range bound, really range bound. I'm not seeing any sort of momentum. I'm not seeing any sort of potential. Just stuck in this sideways range. Also larger price action, stuck in range as well. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a large impulse up flag or break and day retest, or a large impulse to a downside, flag or a break and day retest. I didn't have an order on anywhere here. As I said, this is just stuck in a range. Of course, there are potential liquidity areas above this range and below the range, so we need to be careful how price reaches these sort of areas. And yeah, so we will see what will happen on the Aussie and the US dollar. We can then move on. Next one is the Aussie Japanese yen, so let me just remove the boxes. AJ, Aussie Japanese yen. So for this one, well, I was seeing a bit of potential, but then we kind of broke the structure. So basically, at this point, I was looking to buy because I was seeing an overall uptrend. I mean, this is a more corrective pair, so it's not really that strange to see the pullbacks a bit deeper and these breaks of structure. But you can see here we got some nice price action in this last part, I would say. We got a push up, one candle pullback, and we continue. But then, unfortunately, large wick, double wicks, and aggressive retrace. This by itself is a major warning sign. Staying out of this price action, this looks really bad. We then broke the low, huge wick, retraced. So right now, I am expecting to see a larger, wider range here. Something like this. Why is that? Well, because we broke the high, double wicks, aggressive retrace, broke the low, huge wick, retrace. So yeah, I expect a larger sideways range. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for momentum up, or I'm looking for just some clear momentum down like this. That's the only thing I'm paying attention to. As I said, this current price action is not really conducive enough. The pound had some potential, so there were a couple of setups. First was this one. This was a buy setup. Maybe some people saw impulse up, pullback, continue, strong continuation, clean close on the continuation, but for me, there was a warning sign in the prior pullback. So this by itself was looking good. Definitely saw momentum, but I saw a warning sign as well. The warning sign was double wicks and aggressive retrace. So when you see double wicks and an aggressive retrace in the prior pullback, in the prior price action, well, this move is likely to fail. So I did not want to get in. Also, prior price action was kind of range bound as well. Right here, kind of stuck in a range. So I did not want to risk it. It didn't fit my plan. This part looked really dirty, I would say. But for anyone that took this, they would be in some profit. I think they would have banked a little bit of profit. Then we continued. This close was just not enough. The break was not enough. And at that point, we just started breaking and retracing, breaking and retracing. So yeah, definitely was not interested in that. Then we continued another clean close, but yeah, just ascending right now, heavily ascending. This is not the type of price action that is high probability on the pound. This is really bad price action. And as you can see, we did continue a bit, but then I believe we reversed to the downside after this huge wick on the top. So yeah, the price action on this pair is kind of still corrective. I'm still not seeing that good clean price action. We then broke the low, got a bit of a move down, but unfortunately we retraced. So right now it's looking range bound. It's looking stuck in this general area. So not really expecting anything. I want to see some better price action, so I don't believe I'll get any sort of trades for the rest of the day. The price action, most of the pairs is looking more range bound and with wicks, with breaks and retraces, so probably will be more patient for today. I'm looking for a push up or a large push down, and that's about it. I mean, nothing really more to say. We can move to the final pair. So for the final pair, we have the New Zealand Japanese yen. There was a flag right here, which I did not personally take, but it would have been a winner. So for anyone that was in, congratulations, did not fit my plan, but I will research them in the next few weeks, see if these types of deeper flags work on the New Zealand Japanese yen. Okay, then we broke the high retraced, broke the low retraced, broke the low retraced again. There was an opportunity to get in on a trade right here. I did not have an order on. Maybe some people were seeing a push-up, pullback continuation. For me personally, double wicks, momentum shift. So this red candle definitely showed me a momentum shift, which is a warning sign. Then we broke, printed another wick. So let's see if this would have worked, the trade. So no, it would have been a loss. So yeah, good that I followed my plan, because this would have been a 1% loss. Then we continued with some strong momentum, and at this point I was definitely looking to buy. This was during the evening, I think it was around 3 in the morning. Definitely was looking to buy, saw some good momentum, good price action. Overall price is trending up. Can you spot the uptrend? Definitely moving up right here. But unfortunately, what happened then? Well, let's see. Aggressive retrace. Basically, we got a large wick and an aggressive retrace in these 3 candles right here. So after that sort of price action, major warning sign, I'm not looking for any sort of a trade. And now we're kind of stuck between the most recent low, which is here, and the most recent high, which is here. To be honest, on Monday and Tuesday, I expect to see something like this. So more range-bound price action. That is what I can expect. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for a large breakout to the upside, flag or a break and day retest, or a large breakout to the downside, flag or break and day retest. That would be about it. Those are all of the 6 pairs. None of them is looking conducive, unfortunately. So, but the price is moving in one direction. The price is not that corrective. On most of the pairs, it's more trending. But unfortunately, we did not get any good entries, except maybe the flag on NJ. So that would be it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Make sure you keep following the plan. And I do expect in April that possibly these trends will continue. Maybe even stronger trends appear, and we will get some high probability setups. So that's it. See you guys in the next video.